Folks, welcome back. My name is Alex. This is Nostalgianomics. Today, I just want to chat about a couple things that I see happening with people around the hobby. And I think this video could greatly benefit you if you are going through either one of these things, which I think most people are. One of the major things is I see too many people right now getting too worked up over minuscule movements or things being said in the news cycle in the hobby. And the only reason this could be happening that I can put my finger on is more people in the TCG or collectible space are much more, I would say, immature when it comes to finances or investing or any type of assets and movement than they are in other markets. Because a lot of the things we see and hear in this market wouldn't really be an issue in markets like the stock market, real estate, etc. And what I'm talking about is here, I have a box of Obsidian Flames sitting here. If you look at like the Obsidian Flames last year to 2 years, right? Since it's been out. Started out very low, $90 to $100. Stayed there. Maybe it drifted a little lower. Then it had a short run up to about 120, kind of stagnated there. Then it had a pretty decent run to like 140, 150. And then we had that, resupply, restock come, dropped it back in the 120s, 130s. Now it's run up in the $190 to $200 range and everything in between. And every step of the way, I've watched people question what they want to do with their item. And the reason I know this is I've talked to some of you. I've had one-on-one consults with you with Patreon. I've had email or Discord or Instagram conversations back and forth. I've seen other people make videos about it or other people talk about it in live streams, or I've been on live streams where people have talked about it. And what I see is people can completely change their mindset and their outlook on items based on what small price point and what small price movements are happening day in and day out, this week, this month, etc. And then I see people completely do another 180 when they hear different things in the news cycle or what this YouTuber said or what this group of people in this Discord said, so on and so forth. And I've literally led people down these word tracks because what I do, I never give people answers. I always like to lead them down word tracks with questions and kind of bring them down to find the answer on their own and answer their own questions. And what I do is I always say things like, okay, so you bought the Obsidian Flames booster box or case or cases, whatever you bought as your investment, right? And this could be any card, any slab, any box, any case, any item, right? We're just going to take this for an example. And I'll say, so you bought it a year ago for $100, right? What was your plan a year ago with that box? Well, I had bought it as an investment and I wanted to hold it, for 3, 5, 7 years, however long it took to where I think it can definitely grow like the other eras did, like Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, and the Charizard. I think because it has that, and I think Charizard sets do well, I see no reason this can't be a $200, $300, $400 box in that amount of time. And I say, okay, great. Whether that's going to be true or not, that's irrelevant, but that's their outlook. Okay, cool, great. And I could ask them how they got to that outlook and all that, but that's not important right now. And then I'll say, okay, so what changed between now and then? Did your income change? No. Okay. Did your financial situation change at all? No. Did your, family life, did anything you have going on in your life, different stresses, do you have any expenses that you can see coming in the future that you foresee that you're going to need money for, that you won't have otherwise? Is there anything like that? No, everything's fine, Alex. Okay, great. So what changed from $100 to $140 a box? Well, I'm up in money now, and people are talking about there could be a reprint, and I see other people saying that the money could be better put somewhere else, and I'm just kind of asking your opinion on it. Okay. The money could always be put somewhere else, and something else could always perform better. Something else could always perform worse. That's what investing is. So that point's irrelevant if something else out there could be better. Okay. Next up, selling at 140 is far before the time period or the price points that you had told me. So what changed, right? What changed? Is it just because you didn't think it would get there this fast? You're that afraid that things are going to crash in the market? You're that afraid of a reprint? What is it? Or is it just the fact that, now you have a little bit of, money and you're afraid to lose it because, now you're up a little bit. And that's usually what it comes down. They'll say, yeah, I just kind of don't want to see my unrealized gains disappear. It's not that I think it's going to crash. It's not that I think it still won't do well. I'm just, kind of worried about the short term. It's always a short term. And then I say, okay, great. I go, let's say it gets reprinted or a major restock and it does drop to $100. You just told me you don't need to sell it. You just told me you don't need the money. You just told me you don't foresee anything ahead that you're going to need the money for. And you just told me nothing changed about your outlook for the product in the same time frame. I go, and now I'll say, so if all of those things are still true, why do you care? Why do you care if today it's 100, tomorrow it's 140, then the day after it's 100, and then next month it's 120, the month after that it's 170, the month after that it's back to 130? It's irrelevant. The random price moves, the random market noise that happen are irrelevant if you are holding something as a long-term investment to see long-term appreciation on it, right? And that's what you have to get back to. You have to get back to the root of what you're doing here. And the people that are here for the long term, if you just kind of go through these questions inside your own head, you're going to lead yourself to the right answer, right? Maybe you lead yourself to the answer that maybe I don't believe in this hobby or this product or the time frame as much as I used to, and I'm not as much of a believer. And if that's the case, then yes, maybe you should sell it. Maybe you lead yourself to the point of saying, you know what? I don't believe in this item the same way I used to. I think the money would be better used somewhere else. Then you sell it. But you never buy or sell something because of what someone said on the market or what a bunch of people in some Discord said or what, this emotional, feeling of, oh, I'm down money or, oh, I'm up money. I want to realize my money. That should all be irrelevant when taking into the facts behind what you're doing. Okay. So that's the biggest thing I wanted to talk about. The other thing I wanted to hit on in this video is you guys got to stop worrying about what other people are doing. Just quit it. Stop worrying about what I'm doing. Stop worrying about what other YouTubers are doing. Stop worrying about what people in Discords or comment sections are doing. Just stop it. I understand when you look at people in the hobby who are maybe successful in business, who are maybe successful in investing, who have a good track record, right? Or who have been successful themselves. It's easy to just want to kind of blindly follow what they're doing. But I get things wrong. Other people get things wrong, right? It's not impossible to get things wrong. And the problem with never having an original thought and just following the crowd is what's going to happen is you're going to end up with a lot of things that you don't even understand. You don't even understand why you own them, why you bought them. You may not even believe in them yourself, but hey, Alex believed in it, or some other YouTuber believed in it, or, it seemed like every single person in the entire Discord or all these groups all agreed, and it was like a unanimous decision. And so you just wanted to be a part of the crowds. They all believed in it. And you're going to be stuck in a very bad position in the future where you're not even going to understand what or why you're doing it. You're just doing it because the crowd's doing it. And then once the crowd moves on and does something different, or, things collapse or things don't go the way that person or those people said, you're going to be really unsure about what to do, in those times. Like, do you sell and dump everything and just kind of take your losses? If things go up, do you sell? Like, you're not going to know what to do because you've created no plan for yourself. You've created no reason that, why you want to actually own the product, right? Why, what price points you're looking to buy and sell at, what time frame you're looking to reach those price points. No reason on why that product should perform the way it did. Is there past data? Is there a reason, about the cards inside, other like sets that perform that way? It's just whatever it may be. And there's just so many people that every time I make a buy or every time I make a sale or every time I make a video about a set, they reach out and they're asking me why I did it. Well, Alex, why are you buying that? Like, do you think it's going to go up? Like, should I be buying it? And it's just like, I don't know. What's your financial situation? Is there a reason that you need to be, dumping money into something? Is there, do you have other things that you want to sell because you want to buy this? Are you trying to, just like increase your position sizes? Are you trying to increase your position size in this compared to other things? Like, everyone's situation is different. Everyone's income's different. Everyone's, level they want to be invested or collecting in this hobby is different. And everyone's answer is going to be different based on how you answer all of those questions. And so I just really think people need to be better at making their own decisions. Take what I say, take what other people say right? And use that info, use that data, use their experience to help you, but don't just blindly make decisions because someone on YouTube or someone in some group said so, and they seem like they're doing well, so they must know what they're talking about. You know, we've constantly seen people with maybe the largest followings, the largest net worths, who run the best businesses, who have, you know, the largest investments or whatever it may be, make terrible decisions. Happens every freaking day. How do you think companies fail? How do you think large investors lose large portions of their net worths, right? How do you think all of these things happen? How do you think collapses happen? It's because no one's too big to fail. It's just the way it is. And so these are the things I would really be thinking about when you're approaching this hobby from a collecting side, from an investing side, is have a reasons behind what you're doing and why you're doing it. And it'll allow you to make much better decisions rather than just kind of flying by the seat of your pants, going whichever way the wind blows, whichever, you know, person that you kind of trust that day is saying. And it might end you up in a world of hurt if you don't do that. So that's all I really got today, guys. Nothing crazy. I just wanted to put that out there. I felt like it would help. Let me know in the comments if it did. As always, guys, if you like this sort of thing, subscribe to the channel. If not, back here in a new one soon. I'm out.